What's up, guys? Today I will be showing you underrated cars in GTA 5. Okay, so there are a lot of underrated cars in GTA 5 online, and because so many people are fascinated with all the supercars, like the Nero and the Nero Custom and the Wagner and everything like that, but they don't give enough times to the cars you can steal off the streets or the cheaper cars. So the first car that is heavily underrated, and I don't think a lot of you will agree with me, is the Elegy. Not the Elegy Retro Custom. So every stunt race I do, when someone uses the Elegy, it's always a Retro Custom. And I don't think anybody really ever uses the regular Elegy. And it's a great car to start out with stunt races with. And it's just a great car in general when you do a few upgrades. I think I have a cream secondary with a cherry red as a primary, and I love the way it looks. I have engine upgrades 2 or 3, I'm pretty sure, on it, with exhaust, of course. And I've already won, I think, 2 or 3 stunt races with it. And it's just, during stunt races, it is hard to catch up to some people, but once you pass them, most likely, if you're a good racer, you're past them. They're not going to be able to catch up with you in this. And it's just a great car in general. It's free, so it's great for lower ranks, new people who are starting out. And all in general, it's a fun car to drive. I love driving this thing around, and it's great to drive in online. So the second car... Okay. The second car is the clean version of the Rat Truck. You can buy a a version of it that is cheaper, but it has rust on it, and I'm not a big fan of this. And there are 2 other variants. There is a partially modded green one and a partially modded yellow one. And you can find these in a certain location at a certain time, and I will do a video and a live stream about that, on when and where you can find upgraded cars. But I mainly chose the Rat Truck as an underrated car because I've never seen anybody drive it. I don't think anybody rarely drives it, but it's a beautiful car when you get the clean version and do a few upgrades to it. Right now, I have a a garnet red primary with a blue or purple pearlescent. And the hood, I love the way it looks in general. If you take it to car shows, which are hard to find in GTA Online, because most of the time they're mainly trolls and people do blow the cars up. But if Rockstar does do the update, like Tuners and Outlaws, where you can actually do car shows, I think many people would actually start using this car mainly just because of its simplistic look. It has that good classic feel to it and everything, but it's beautiful once you make it that. And there's a lot of cars that out-top this car, but it's a good cheap car for beginners, of course, lower ranks. But even higher ranks can use it. I love the way it sounds. I think this is one of the best sounding cars in GTA Online. It's not fast, but it also has not great handling. It spins out pretty easily and everything like that. But again, I mainly have it for car shows, and that's what I like about it. I love the way it looks. I'm not too good at driving in GTA. Unless it's a stunt race. Okay, so the next underrated car is the Acea. Now, I don't see anybody, I rarely see anybody ever drive this car, which I don't understand why. I think it's fun just to drive around due to all of the apparel upgrades you can do to it. You can sticker bomb the fuck out of this thing. I'm dead serious. And it's just a fun car to drive. a lot of people, I think almost everybody has driven it that have done the heist, because this is the car that Lester drives, that you have to take him to the bank when you do the Fleeca job. And a lot of people see this car and they use it during the Fleeca job, the setup part 1, and they think, oh, this car sucks due to the Fleeca job, because it has no upgrades on it, and I think it even has something that makes it a little harder to drive. But other than that, I love the car. I think it's pretty cool to drive around. I can't remember if it's good for drifts. I think it is, because it has been a little while since I've driven this car, because I've been so fascinated with the Elegy. And I love the way you can make it look. You can make it look kind of nice and clean and everything like that, or you can rice the freak out of this thing. I mean, really, a spoiler this big, Underglow sticker bomb. Why? I do not have all these sticker bombs unlocked because I am only a rank 42. And I would have them unlocked if I was on my other character, but he was taken away from me. I do not understand how or why. I don't think it was by Rockstar, because I never did any glitches, or I did do peril glitches, but I never did anything that would benefit me in the long run. So I don't know if it was a mess up by them or someone took it on purpose, due to the fact that I do make a lot of people who have modded accounts very upset. I make them very upset. And the final car that is underrated, again, this is a part 1. There are many cars that are underrated in GTA Online, but this is going to be the first part 1. I think this car is heavily underrated just because it's cheap and it's not amazingly fast. It's the, I can't remember the name of it, but I know it's based off the El Camino. And see, it is slightly fast stock. I have done no upgrades to this, and I stole it off the street, which is a great thing. You can steal them off of the street. I love the way this car looks, because why? I think it just makes it look nice and classic and classy. You can do, there really aren't too many upgrades you can do to it. I don't think there's almost any appearance upgrades other than the wheels, windows, and color. But of course you can do the engine and turbo and everything like that. But just for a good car that's kind of fun to drive around and everything, I would choose this car. And it's kind of a joke car in my book. I would definitely use it to joke around with and stuff. Like, there's a lot of airport races that go on, and I would normally just bring this car out just to have fun with it, joke around and stuff, make a few people laugh. Just because it's not super fast like all the other supercars and sports cars in the game. But other than that, there's really not much else to say about this car. It's not really amazing in my book, but I've never seen anybody else drive this car around. I think maybe I'm honestly serious, I think maybe 200 or a few thousand people have only driven this car around, which may sound like a lot normally, but people playing GTA, there's millions of people that play GTA Online. So a couple of thousand is nothing pretty much to them. So yeah, it's a hugely underrated car. It's fun to drive around, and I love the way it looks. So that's pretty much all for the underrated cars. I mean, of course, I do not have all of them because I am low on money. I only have 24,000, and I was going to do a Vapid Dominator, but I could not find it and on the streets, and I really didn't want to pay for one. They don't have muscle cars? Oh, dang. I didn't really want to... I really didn't want to pay for one because they can be a bit pricey on Southern. They're around 30. They are 35,000, but they are very nice looking cars. I love the way Rockstar made the secondary colors look on this. The line right here and the front, the hood and roof line are the secondary color. And you can steal these off the street. Again, it is hard. I could not find one. Now, I looked for about 15 or 20 minutes. That normally, when you're not looking for one, they're very common. But when you want to find one, it's uncommon to find. But when you do the performance upgrades on those cars, they actually do become quite fast. They're great for muscle car races. and they're a very fun car to drive. I think those are one of the actually best cars to drift with in GTA Online, just because it has a very low turning radius. So like when I do a normal turn like this, I can do it easily, but when the Dominator does it, it drifts when it does it. The back goes like that, and it will take some practice to drive around with, but it's a very fun car to drive. And once you get used to it, you can do really nice turns with it and make... It's one of those cars that you kind of want to flash around with. And if you know how to make it look nice, I'm saying like what I did to this car with the Elegy. I did a cherry red, I'm pretty sure, with a cream, well, not cream, a white secondary. And if you did that to the Dominator, I think that would look beautiful in my book. I know there are, it's good for stunt races, but of course there are cars that were way better than it, of course, like the Duke of Death. Now, the Duke of Death, I'm not a big fan of, just because it is easy to shoot through the small slits in the windows. And it's a car in general that I do not think looks nice. I can't stand the way the Duke of Death looks. I think it is very ugly, and I kind of wish you could change some things about it, like the appearance upgrades and stuff. Like you could do custom armor plating and stuff like that, but sadly you can't. So that will do it all for the underrated cars and everything. I mean, I will most likely show you how to, one way to get the freaking, why did I go in my garage? I will show you how to get the Sand King. There is a glitch that is a Sand King. It's not a glitch, but it's using the Sand Kings to your advantage. Okay? And it's an upgraded Sand King that you will spawn in, and you can sell those for around $18,000 a piece. Which you can sell one car every 42 minutes that you steal off the street. Which is understandable, but it's worth it. I think if you sell maybe 4 or 5 of those in a day, you can easily break over $1 million within a month or two. Which is long, but you're getting it for free and it's not taking too long. Okay, so you're going to, of course, want a Sand King XL. You can buy those off of Southern San Andreas. And the spawn location will be right around here. There is a car lot thing right here. And you will be driving a Sand King. There's a hill and you want to drive it all the way up here to this point right here. Okay? Then you want to drive down and do here. Right when you get around here, you're going to want to drive slower. And when you see it, there will be either blue or yellow ones. The blue ones sell for more, I think by 2,000 or 3,000 more. And honestly, that's about it. But again, it's an easy way to make money. And if you're broke or a beginner, it's a great way to make money. But the only downfall is you have to, the long drive, of course, mainly. And you already have to have a Sand King, but it has to be an XL. And which is okay, but they can be, I think they are around $30,000 if I'm correct. But again, you can sell those only for 42 minutes each. But think about this: if you do hang out with your friends or something like that, you do 4 piracies. Okay, that's freaking $120,000 if you do 4 piracies with your friends. Okay, each piracy I'm pretty sure lasts around 10 minutes, so that's 40 minutes. You would only have to get out and driving out there will take about 5 minutes. So you can pass the time easily and also make money while you pass the time. And that just a little bit, 16, 17, 18,000 more will just benefit you in the long run. It may not seem like a lot of money, but it will get you money quicker. So that most likely does it all for this live stream. I did want to do a few more cars, but I was running low on money. I had around 100,000 before this, and I tried to get the cars. I did a few upgrades to the other ones, of course, like the Rat Truck and the El Camino. I changed the tires and stuff on that, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, that's about it, really. I mean, I will be doing, once I get the new Assassin's Creed, because I pre-ordered that, I will definitely be doing a, I will be uploading the campaign missions from it. I will do a full walkthrough of the game, either videos or live streams, because I do know you can watch my live streams even after they've come out. And yeah, if you could, I would appreciate it if you could like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't, and share the video. If you share the video, it will most likely double in views. So I normally get, well, not normally, I've gotten around 2 or 3 views since I just started YouTube. But if you share it, it could get 6 or maybe even 9. And that may not sound great because, of course, there's YouTubers that have millions upon millions of subscribers. But people don't understand, they struggled when they first started YouTube too. Everybody does. And the first 100 subscribers is always the hardest to get because you're setting your channel up. You're getting it known. You're making a name for itself. But if you share that video, it'll spread the news about it, and it'll help me get those 100 subscribers quicker. And many of you most likely won't share it, but those few that do, it helps a lot. And I thank you for it. And I did try to find out how I can monetize my videos last night. I stayed up very late downloading editing software and looking for mics because I want to produce quality content that is enjoyable to watch. And I don't want to have crappy footage and a bad sound in the mic and nothing really exciting going on and poor editing. Because right now I'm using the PlayStation editor. And it helps a little, but it doesn't really. You can only put certain types of music into it. It's hard to use and everything. So I've been downloading the editing software, and I am putting money into this channel that in the long run I hope pays out, so I can break even, and then I can hopefully gain more money. If I do monetize my videos, and I get a couple thousand views every time, once my channel hits that first 100 subs, I will most likely be making around, I think, $6 per video, which isn't a lot, but it's money, and sooner or later it's going to help me pay out for that mic and the editing software and everything like that. And I will most likely be doing shark card giveaways here soon. Once I hit my 100 subscribers, I will definitely be doing shark card giveaways and everything like that. I will constantly upload as best as I can, quality over quantity. So I will be doing the best quality videos I can too, and I will be doing new video games that release, like Red Dead Redemption 2. That is hopefully going to increase my channel subscribers and view rate by a lot, due to it being a new game and many people are anxious for it to come out. It should be coming out around springtime of next year. So I think I've already pre-ordered it. I'm pretty sure. I think I have. Don't quote me on that. I think I have. But if not, I will start pre-ordering it again. So the 2 biggest things that will be coming to my channel is the new Assassin's Creed that will be coming out and Red Dead Redemption 2. Many YouTubers will be doing videos on those games, but I don't think a lot of beginning YouTubers will do that just because of the money, and they're not sure they can compete with the big people like the Rad Brad and all of them. And I am nervous about it. I'm highly nervous about it. But you gotta stay confident and kind of push through it and stuff. Again, the first 100 subs are very crucial and they're very hard to get. I feel like getting 1,000 subs is easier than to get the first 100. So again, if you could just share the video and tell your friends or somebody about my channel, it would be greatly appreciated. And thank you.